Lil Durk back home? Could a single lawyer actually change the course of his federal case? Fans are shook. What just happened in court could rewrite the story for the Chicago rapper, and it all started with Brian Steele. Lil Durk's legal saga has taken a shocking turn. After more than a year behind bars, the rapper has brought in Brian Steele, one of hip-hop's most high-profile defense attorneys. From the moment the paperwork hit the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California on March 8, 2026, the internet went crazy. Steele has officially replaced Jonathan M. Brayman, stepping into Durk's defense with a reputation that could change everything. This isn't just another lawyer addition. Steele isn't there to assist, he's taking over a seat at the defense table, and his track record shows that one seat can change the entire energy of a case. Born in 1965, Steele became a household name in hip-hop legal circles after representing Young Thug in the infamous YSL RICO trial in Atlanta, Georgia. That case lasted over 22 months, making it Georgia's longest trial, and Steele emerged as a fearless courtroom strategist. He refused to back down even when faced with jail time for contempt, ultimately getting the ruling overturned and the judge removed. Steele didn't stop there. He's represented top-tier clients like 21 Savage and Sean Diddy Combs, handling complex federal cases involving sex trafficking, racketeering, and high-stakes criminal accusations. Known for relentless preparation and aggressive courtroom tactics, Steele brings a level of intensity rarely seen in defense attorneys. Lil Durk has been in federal custody since October 2024, arrested near Miami International Airport for alleged murder-for-hire charges connected to the death of King Von, a member of his Only the Family label. Federal prosecutors allege that after Von's death, Durk offered a bounty targeting Quando Rondo, which led to the fatal shooting of Rondo's cousin. The evidence against Durk is extensive: flight records, surveillance footage, credit card transactions, rental cars, ski masks, text messages, and witness testimonies. The stakes couldn't be higher. Adding to the pressure, the trial has been delayed multiple times, originally set for January 2025, pushed to October 2025, then January 2026, April 2026, and now scheduled for August 20th, 2026. Each delay, while giving Durk's team more preparation time, has also extended his time behind bars. Steele's entrance into Durk's legal battle brings several advantages. First, his reputation and presence. Steele commands attention in the courtroom. Judges, juries, and prosecutors know his history. He's a game-changer just by being there. Second, his procedural expertise. He's not afraid to challenge judges, remove rulings, and exploit procedural errors to his client's advantage. Third, witness handling. Known for dismantling witness credibility, Steele's cross-examinations could expose inconsistencies in the government's key witnesses. Fourth, hip-hop case experience. Steele has navigated the controversial use of rap lyrics as evidence, arguing successfully that lyrics are artistic expression, not confessions. This combination makes him exactly the kind of lawyer Durk needs to fight a federal case with potentially life-altering consequences. Durk isn't entering this fight alone. Alongside Steele, he is Drew Findling, a decorated attorney who has represented Cardi B, Gucci Mane, and even Donald Trump. Together, this duo forms a high-powered defense team capable of handling the intricacies of a multi-defendant federal trial. Durk's team has already faced hurdles: bail denials due to past flight risks and jail phone violations, partial admission of lyrics as evidence creating challenges in presenting his music without incrimination, and witness credibility concerns that could make or break the prosecution's narrative. Steele's role is to maximize wins, mitigate losses, and strategically navigate the courtroom battlefield. This isn't a small case. Federal murder-for-hire charges carry a high conviction rate, 94 to 95, far more than state trials. And with multiple co-defendants, joint trial proceedings, and a mountain of evidence, the pressure on Durk's legal team is immense. But with Brian Steele in his corner, Durk has renewed hope. Steele has proven before that even when the odds are stacked, he can tilt the scales. His history with Young Thug, where he secured release after 2.5 years behind bars, shows he fights relentlessly for his clients, no matter the system. August 20th, 2026 is the next big date. Steele has months to dig through 30,000 pages of documents and hundreds of gigabytes of digital evidence, coordinate with Finling, and prepare for a joint trial with multiple co-defendants. Durk has maintained his innocence, and outside the courthouse, his father reports he's still smiling and staying strong. The question remains, can Brian Steele change everything? He's done it before for Young Thug. He's a courtroom force with unmatched experience, strategy, and cultural understanding. This is Durk's biggest fight yet, and the man leading it has never backed down from a battle. August 20th, 2026 is fast approaching, and Brian Steele now has the daunting task of digging through hundreds of gigabytes of evidence and 30,000 pages of documents. He'll need to coordinate with Drew Finling, who's been on the case from day one, and prepare for a joint trial with multiple co-defendants. Each of these co-defendants could say something that hurts Durk's case, so every detail matters. Before Steele joined, Durk's defense had already laid some groundwork. They tried to get the case dismissed, arguing that the prosecution failed to disclose threats against a judge and prosecutors. That motion didn't succeed, and bail has been denied multiple times, largely because of Durk's past flight attempts and phone violations in custody. Some of his lyrics were allowed as evidence, some blocked. Witness credibility has been questioned, and evidence like Durk's songs and interviews are being carefully scrutinized in court. This is where Steele comes in. Known for his relentless courtroom tactics, he doesn't just challenge evidence, he challenges the system itself. In the Young Thug case, he went head-to-head with judges, refused to reveal his sources even when threatened with jail, and ultimately won rulings overturned. He brings that same tenacity here. Steele's first moves are likely to focus on procedural challenges. Any misstep by the prosecution could become a major leverage point, whether it's about how evidence was collected, the credibility of key witnesses, or even the way co-defendant statements are handled. His presence alone sends a signal: this is not going to be an easy case for the government. The stakes are massive. Durk faces federal murder-for-hire charges, accused of orchestrating a hit that resulted in the death of Rondo's cousin. Prosecutors allege Durk offered a bounty on Quando Rondo, which involved credit card purchases, flights, rental cars, and coordination across state lines. This isn't a small case. The evidence trail is extensive, and federal cases usually favor prosecutors. But Steele brings experience few lawyers have. He knows how to handle rap lyrics being used as evidence, framing them as artistic expression rather than confessions, a key issue in Durk's trial. He also excels at dismantling witness credibility, which could make or break the prosecution's narrative. Any inconsistent statement or change in testimony can be exploited by Steele's cross-examinations. Durk's defense is building a layered strategy. Steele will likely work closely with Finling to pinpoint weak spots in the government's case, leverage procedural missteps, and craft arguments around both the evidence and the cultural context of Durk's music. Every move has to be precise, because the stakes aren't just high, they're life-altering. Fans are watching closely. Social media is buzzing with speculation. Can Brian Steele repeat what he did for Young Thug and Sean Diddy? Can he find a way through a mountain of digital evidence, surveillance, and witness testimony to get Durk home? The answer is uncertain, but one thing is clear: Durk isn't going down without the fight of his life, and the man leading that fight has proven time and again that he will not back down. Between now and August 20th, Steele and the team will review every detail, anticipate every move from the prosecution, and prepare for what promises to be a multi-week trial. Durk maintains his innocence, and outside the courthouse, his father reports he's still holding strong. The big question remains: will Brian Steele's reputation, courtroom prowess, and cultural understanding of hip-hop give Durk the edge he needs? Only time will tell. But if history is any indicator, this is going to be one of the most watched and talked about federal trials in recent hip-hop history. Durk's fate hangs in the balance, and Steele's presence ensures one thing: this fight will be relentless, strategic, and nothing short of a battle for the rapper's freedom. The world will be watching closely when the trial begins, and every move leading up to August 20th matters. The countdown to August 20th, 2026 is on, and Lil Durk's team is operating at full throttle. Brian Steele has now fully stepped into the case, reviewing every piece of evidence, every witness statement, and every single document from the hundreds of gigabytes of digital files. For Durk, this isn't just a trial. It's the fight for his freedom, and Steele has made it clear from day one that he will not back down. Fans have been watching every move closely. Social media is buzzing with speculation about whether Steele can replicate the kind of success he had with Young Thug and Sean Diddy Combs. Those cases were monumental. Young Thug walked free after 2.5 years behind bars despite facing sweeping RICO charges, and Diddy faced high-profile federal criminal allegations. Steele's reputation precedes him, and people in the hip-hop community already recognize his presence in Durk's corner as a game-changer. Steele's strategy is methodical. First, he's dissecting the government's evidence line by line. From flight records to surveillance footage, from credit card purchases to ski mask rentals, everything is being scrutinized for procedural errors or inconsistencies. Every minor mistake by the prosecution could be a leverage point for the defense. He is known for taking advantage of such openings and turning them into monumental courtroom wins. Witness credibility is another critical battlefield. One of the government's key witnesses has already shown inconsistencies in their statements. The defense has highlighted that this witness initially denied a bounty existed and later changed their story. Steele's cross-examinations are expected to exploit these contradictions, potentially unraveling the prosecution's narrative. Every hesitation, every misstatement, every inconsistency could be pivotal. Lyrics and music videos also remain a contested area. The government has used portions of Durk's songs to suggest his involvement in criminal activity, while the defense maintains that lyrics are artistic expression, not confessions. Steele has faced similar challenges before in high-profile hip-hop cases, and he knows exactly how to frame these arguments in front of a jury. The goal is clear: separate the art from alleged action. Durk's defense team has also been working on procedural challenges to the federal case itself. Steele is reviewing every motion, every ruling, and every potential misstep by prosecutors or the court. In prior cases, he's not hesitated to challenge judges directly, remove rulings, or even push for recusal when necessary. His courtroom presence is intimidating, and that alone can shift the energy in the room in favor of the defense. The trial itself is expected to last several weeks, with multiple co-defendants adding layers of complexity. Each co-defendant could make statements that either help or harm Durk's position. Steele and Findling are preparing for every scenario, rehearsing cross-examinations and anticipating the prosecution's moves. Every single word in court will be analyzed for impact. The public narrative surrounding Durk's case has also been intense. Fans have rallied behind the rapper, emphasizing his contributions to hip-hop and the drill scene in Chicago. Social media posts, fan theories, and cultural context all play into the broader perception of the trial. While the jury must base decisions on evidence, the atmosphere outside the courthouse inevitably influences public opinion and media coverage. Steele understands this dynamic, and his strategy includes carefully navigating media narratives to prevent unnecessary distractions. One of the most critical aspects of Steele's involvement is his understanding of how federal cases differ from state cases. Unlike the Young Thug RICO trial in Georgia, Durk's charges are federal murder for hire allegations in California. Federal prosecutors have more resources, more tools, and a historically higher conviction rate. That makes the fight even tougher, but Steele thrives under high-stakes pressure. He knows how to manage complex cases, coordinate massive amounts of evidence, and keep the focus on undermining the prosecution's key points. Durk's personal preparation has also been a factor. Despite spending over a year in federal custody, he has reportedly remained focused and committed to his defense. His father has shared that Durk is staying strong, still smiling, and mentally preparing for the battle ahead. Steele's role is to channel that determination into a courtroom strategy that maximizes every opportunity for a favorable outcome. Every move leading up to August 20th has been calculated. From reviewing digital evidence to strategizing courtroom presentations, the team is leaving nothing to chance. Steele's history shows he can push back against overwhelming odds. He's fought judges, navigated complex federal procedures, and protected his clients' rights even in the most hostile environments. Fans are asking the same question over and over: can Brian Steele bring Lil Durk home? History gives hope. His work with Young Thug, where he overcame a 94 conviction rate and secured release, shows what's possible. Steele's combination of tenacity, strategy, and understanding of hip-hop culture makes him uniquely qualified to take on Durk's defense. The government's case is not weak. Allegations include orchestrating a hit that resulted in death, coordinating co-conspirators, and using interstate facilities to commit murder for hire. The evidence trail is massive and detailed, but that's exactly the type of case where Steele shines. He thrives on complexity and pressure, turning what seems insurmountable into a calculated strategy. As the trial approaches, the stakes continue to rise. Each procedural motion, witness testimony, and cross-examination will be critical. Steele's aggressive approach means the prosecution cannot take any shortcuts or assume a smooth path to conviction. His courtroom presence alone will send a message: this case will not be won without a fight. The countdown to August 20th is more than just a date. It represents a turning point. Fans, the media, and the hip-hop community are all watching closely. The decisions made in the coming weeks could not only determine Durk's freedom, but also set a precedent for how federal cases involving high-profile rappers are handled. In the end, one thing is clear: Durk is not going down without a fight, and Brian Steele has proven time and again that he will go to extraordinary lengths for his clients. From jail time to courtroom battles against systemic pressure, Steele brings unmatched experience and an unwavering commitment to justice. The world will be watching when Durk finally steps into the courtroom. Every moment will be scrutinized, every move analyzed, and every decision could have lasting consequences. Fans are hopeful, the legal community is attentive, and the narrative around Lil Durk's case is about to enter its most intense chapter. Steele has changed outcomes before, bringing Young Thug home against overwhelming odds. Now he faces a different court, different charges, and a federal system with immense resources. But one thing remains constant: when Brian Steele fights for a client, he fights with everything he has, and he has no intention of losing. August 20th, 2026 will be the day that tells the world whether Lil Durk's story ends behind bars or if a high-powered defense team can navigate the complexities of federal law to secure his freedom. Until then, fans, media, and the hip-hop community wait with bated breath. This is a battle that is far from over, and with Brian Steele leading the charge, the fight has only just begun. Before we wrap this up, let's talk about what you think is going to happen. Lil Durk's fate is hanging by a thread, and the man leading this fight, Brian Steele, has proven he's willing to go to war for his clients. He's the lawyer who literally went to jail, faced contempt charges, got judges removed, and brought Young Thug home when everyone thought it was impossible. Now he's in Durk's corner, taking on one of the most complex federal murder-for-hire cases in recent hip-hop history. So here's what we need from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Brian Steele can replicate his past magic and get Lil Durk home? Or is this case too big, too federal, too stacked against him? Be honest, let us know. We want to hear your take because the fan predictions are going to be wild on this one. And if you're hyped to see how this plays out, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss any updates as this case unfolds. Every motion, every court date, and every development is going to be breaking news for hip-hop fans everywhere. Finally, share this video with your friends, fellow hip-hop heads, and anyone following the drama. The trial is coming, the stakes are high, and the world is watching. Make sure you're part of the conversation from day one. Drop a comment, join the discussion, and stay tuned for all the updates on Lil Durk's battle in court. It's going to be one wild ride.